Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm ranking all 3 seasons of Cobra Kai and I'm super excited because I love this show and I just want an excuse to talk about it. If you're new here and you enjoy content like this, consider hitting that red subscribe down below so you don't miss any future content. And by the way, this is my own personal ranking. Mine is probably going to differ from yours, so I'm looking forward to seeing where your choices fall, what season is the best for you, and I am going to toss in some spoilers to do an appropriate ranking. I got to spill the beans somewhere. It's been over a week now. We're all good. I figure everyone's had the time to watch Cobra Kai Season 3. Okay, what season is landing at the bottom? For me, it is Season 2. Particularly because, for me, Season 2, there aren't any really standout moments except for the last episode, which is the big high school brawl, which I'm going to call that out for a second because I have a bone to pick with that. I know Cobra Kai is known for its outlandish circumstances and it's a little bit campy. It's part of the charm. However, it's very hard for me to believe that in a massive school brawl like that, absolutely no adult is in sight whatsoever, and these kids just go batshit crazy on each other, resulting in Miguel going to the hospital. So other than that, there aren't any other standout moments in the series for me. If I'm sitting here and thinking about it, Season 1 has moments. Season 3 definitely has moments. Season 2, nothing pops up to mind except for that fight. So that is a problem for me. I understand it was a little bit slower and it focused a lot on Miyagi-Do, and that was because that was gearing Robbie's redemption story, because in Season 1 he was kind of the bad kid, Johnny's son, but then he wants to redeem and he wants to do right and he wants to go the right way, so he joins Miyagi-Do, and there's a lot of focal point on that, the building of the relationship between him and Daniel. Okay, we get it. We were on that for a really long time throughout the entire season of Season 2, and it just didn't get there for me. And there was a lack of scenes, mentor, sensei, student with Johnny and Miguel, and they're really the cornerstone of Cobra Kai, and I just wanted to see more of that. Coming in at number 2, the runner-up for me is Season 1. Season 1, this kick-started it all off. The epic rivalry between Daniel and Johnny. It opens up with the last scene from The Karate Kid, just in case you guys had never seen the movie before, so you know where we're at. And we're supposed to believe that because of one kick to the face when he was 18 years old, Johnny is a complete loser. He has a job that he hates. His apartment sucks. He's an alcoholic. He doesn't have a girl. They make it seem like he hasn't had a girl since Allie in high school, even though we know he has. He has a son named Robbie. But he is living the total loser lifestyle. Meanwhile, Daniel is ultra successful, kicking the competition, being pretty much the #1 auto dealer in the Valley. I love it. I absolutely love it. I didn't know if this was going to work, and I had heard about Cobra Kai. It was on YouTube Red or YouTube Originals when it first came out, seasons 1 and 2. When I heard it was going to Netflix, I immediately binged the first 2 seasons because it was so nostalgic for me. I love nostalgia. I am so big on it, especially when you can bring back the original people for those characters that they developed. This series does that so well. Cobra Kai has managed to bring back every single original person. Obviously not Mr. Miyagi, because he is long passed away. But I am sure if Pat Morita was alive today, you can bet your ass he would be in this series, and it would be freaking amazing. But Season 1, I just love how the redemption of Johnny begins, and it's going to be a continuing evolution throughout this entire series until it ends. We don't know when it's going to end, hopefully not for a while, but we're beginning to see we're starting to see the beginning stages of him redeeming himself and wanting to be a better person. And by the way, he's absolutely hilarious. His one-liners crack me up every single time. I love how they encapsulated him into the 80s. He doesn't know anything about modern technology, laptops, cell phones, Facebook. He's completely ignorant to all of that. And I think the show needed that comedic element, because if they didn't have that, the show overall would be a little bit too serious. And so I thought that was a brilliant way for them to bring in some comedy, but not having it be shtick or slapstick. So I just thought that was a really smart idea of them to do. But my number one choice by process of elimination is our newest season, season 3 of Cobra Kai. Ooh, I just love it. The number one reason, nostalgia. Nostalgia. We are recovering from what happened in season 2 with the high school fight. We have Johnny and Miguel back together again because Miguel's circumstances, he was in a coma for the first couple of episodes. Then he's trying to learn to walk again. Johnny is there every single step of the way. He's dedicated to Miguel. He wants to help him get better. He will not leave his side. I love that. That is true redemption for Johnny, showing his growth. Unfortunate for his son, he's not really there for his son. He's more there for Miguel. But Robbie as a character, I think he's just throwaway at this point. Unfortunately, he's not really doing anything that blows my mind away. I'm kind of wondering where they're going to go with season 4 with him. As we know, Robbie unfortunately has joined the dark side and has gone over to Cobra Kai. I predicted that, by the way, when I was watching season 3. So we're going to have to wait for that. But the nostalgia factor of season 3, ooh, was so good. Daniel has to go to Tokyo. And of course, we run into characters from Karate Kid Part 2. Kumiko, his girlfriend in the second movie, and Chosen. Those scenes weren't like overly done. It was just perfect. They had little bit parts. Chosen wasn't in there for a very long time. I would have liked maybe a little bit more, but his role in the season was so important because he taught Daniel something that Daniel then used later on at the very end of the season with John Kreese to protect Johnny. And I love how that all came full circle. It wrapped up. There was another surprise nostalgia factor over in Japan. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to spoil everything because I want you guys to watch it. But they kept dishing out the surprises in season 3. Another surprise was Allie, the return of Elizabeth Shue. We were all predicting this was going to happen. Everyone thought, oh, well, she's a doctor. She's going to come in and save Miguel. No, that's not what happened. She just came home for the holidays. That's it. And she wound up being divorced. Her and Johnny went out on a date pretty much, and they're reminiscing about old times. That was a wonderful thing to see. There was just so many epic moments in season 3 that culminated to the epic house fight at the LaRusso place with all of the kids. And that is where Hawk did his 180 and decided, you know what? I don't want to be like this anymore. Going from a Cobra Kai, he's now shifting over to a Miyagi-Do. That kind of came out of nowhere a little bit for me. I could see they were planting the seeds of him changing his mind throughout the season, but it was a little sudden. The turn was a little twisty, too twisty. But I'm glad he twisted because I don't want to see him be a bad Cobra Kai. I want him to be a good Miyagi-Do, I guess. I don't know. Or Eagle Fang. Whatever they're going to name themselves. I have no clue. But my favorite, most epic part of season 3 was the last fight between Johnny and Kreese. Ooh, we were going back to the old days of Karate Kid, the first movie, at the very end when Kreese has Johnny in that chokehold. He does it again at the end of season 3, and Daniel comes in to save him. I was cheering. I was so excited. I was pumped over this. I was like, yeah, I was doing for 10 minutes straight. I absolutely loved it. The entire end sequence building to what is going to come for season 4. It is going to be Miyagi-Do with Johnny and Daniel working together to take down Kreese with Cobra Kai. Oh man, I am so excited for season 4. And if you guys have seen it, then you know John Kreese made a little phone call, and we're all guessing it was to Terry Silver, our villain from Karate Kid Part 3. So that will be coming for season 4. Oh, it's so dishy. Can you see why season 3 is my favorite? It does have a little bit of issues. I also did enjoy how we went into Kreese's backstory of why he ended up being such a big jerk and wants to create soldiers. But with the way they were showing Vietnam, the production value, it wasn't as good as it could have been. That's something that kind of lacked in season 3, but I'm letting that slack because everything else about season 3 was just so damn epic. I just cannot wait for season 4. I think every season is getting better as they go along, and I am so excited for this show. I never want it to end. Like I said, let me know down below, where do you rank your Cobra Kai seasons? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.